Alrighty, so today is episode 5 of season 1, which means we're halfway done through season 1.
Yeah.
So pretty much for those who don't know, if you guys have seen the titles, it's been like season 1, episode 1, 2, 3, 4. So up till season 1, episode 10 is going to be the last episode for this season, and then we're going to move on to season 2. So super exciting. I think for the 10th episode, we'll probably do something crazy, like maybe like a Hot Ones challenge, like where we kind of have like something spicy, try to play some games, things like that. Maybe invite you guys if you guys want to be in on it. So yeah, for sure, doing something like that.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And the second announcement I want to make is for the audio platform. So for Spotify, iTunes, things like that, where you guys are listening. First off, for those who are listening on the audio platform, thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
It really does mean a lot to us. Your enthusiasm, it gives us a lot of energy to make these podcasts. So for sure, thank you guys for listening. But one thing I want to let you guys know is that every time an episode is published on our audio platform, after 3 months, it is going to go away. So for those who haven't listened to the audio extended version where SANKALP and I pretty much do like rapid fire questions, things like that, definitely you guys might want to check it out before it goes away. And the main reason why that happens is because we have a free account. We don't necessarily pay for it. So because of that, it's only there for 3 months. So make sure you guys go check it out while it's there. Alrighty. So SANKALP, you want to tell them what we're going to be doing for today?
Yes. So for today, over the weekend and throughout the week, we were asking people on our Instagram to ask us questions that we're going to answer throughout this podcast. So that's what we're doing today. You ready?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Do you want to start? You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So let me just pull these up.
And we're keeping the questions anonymous.
Yeah. I don't think we specified on our Instagram like whether or not you guys want to be anonymous. So since we didn't specify, we're just going to keep you guys anonymous just anyways.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'll go first. This one's from a good friend of mine. He probably knows who he is. But his question is, what are our future goals? So you want to go first? Oh, me? All right.
Yeah.
I'll go first. So I was kind of thinking about this question for a bit, but I would say my dream goal would definitely to continue YouTube, making videos, things like that. If I do see like a lot of growth, if I can get to like 100K subs, and I've always wanted to get like a silver YouTube play button. That's always been my goal with YouTube. If I see some growth, then maybe I might continue with that, see if I can continue with my YouTube business, things like that. Obviously, if that doesn't work out, then, I want to get into directing, go into like the Hollywood industry and making films, things like that, directing, producing, cinematography. And if that doesn't work, then I can always fall back on my major, which is computer science. So obviously there's like a lot of companies out there that, are asking like, Apple, Intel, Google, they're always hiring for software engineers. So definitely with that. So yeah, but one thing before I pass it on to SANKALP is I definitely recommend you guys to always have a backup option, no matter what. I think it's always important to have a backup option, since I do see it within my brother, since he's always want to play like college ball, even go to the NBA. But, he's even had like leg injuries, like, tearing his ACL, things like that. So ever since I've seen him like that, like it's always given me like a thought in my mind to always have a backup plan, like no matter what.
Yeah, 100%. For me, I would like to go into PR. That's my major right now, public relations, and I really love it. If you can see the shirt, shout out to the PR SSA. I love y'all. But yeah, the PR club and just PR, and I'm going to minor eventually in marketing. So if I don't go into just specifically PR, marketing is kind of like my backup. But yeah, just make it big in the PR world. I don't know what I want to go into, whether it's like business PR, sports PR, or even political PR. I'm not sure yet. Mm-hmm. We're going to see in these next 4 years. But yeah, just PR, any type. I really enjoy it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. All right, you want to check out the next question?
Yeah.
All righty.
Please hold while we
we're just like both getting our phones out.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so this question is... Where'd it go? Okay, yeah. Ooh, okay, so this one's kind of deep. What racism means to the brown community?
Ooh, you want to go first?
Sure, okay. To me, racism... So do you want to answer this as in racism we face, or racism that we see in our community?
We
can do both, actually.
Both, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So I'll first start off with like racism that we face. So me personally, I have dealt with some racism. Like I've had a person... Have you ever rode the SAC RT?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to ride... Oh, wow. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
So I used to ride that quite a bit, and there was once this really old drunk dude that he just sat on, and he just stared at me, right? He was just staring at me, so I just kind of stared back. That's my thing. If someone stares at me, I tend to stare back.
Yeah, I remember
right?
you told me about this.
Yeah. So he was staring at me, and after a point in time, he just looks at me and he goes, "I hate your people." Right? So I'm like, okay, wow.
Okay.
It's kind of mean.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've faced some stuff just in parks, stuff like that. It doesn't feel good. Don't be racist.
For sure.
This is everyone's home. Just be nice to each other.
Yeah.
And then in the brown community, there is a lot of racism. I can't lie. There's a lot of colorism, a lot of racism, casteism, even.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. For example, if you guys are unaware of the caste system, there is a lot, even till this day, of prejudice held against people of lower castes. It depends on where you go, definitely. But some people still have that mentality when if you're not the same caste as them or you're a lower caste, it's a problem. So I definitely don't agree with that. And colorism is a problem that I think everyone knows about. It's just, having a prejudice against people of a different, of a darker color, actually, just to be blunt about it.
Yeah.
And that's also not okay, because you shouldn't hate someone on just it's not their choice or anything. So yeah, that's my views on racism in the brown community. There is a lot of it, and it needs to stop.
That's true. I mean, it just goes for a lot of cultures. It's obviously with the Black community, Asian community. It's a pretty popular thing. I mean, it's been going on for centuries. So obviously, as I agree with everything that SANKALP said for sure. And even as we were saying, in one of the previous podcasts, there's a lot of backlash and racism even in our own community. People just hating on each other, which just really doesn't make sense, because times like these, we just need to be a community, be together. So 100%, I think that's my take on it.
Yeah. That was a good question.
Yeah. Whoever sent that, thank you a lot. Alrighty, I'll go next. Let's see here. All right, so this is from another good friend of mine. He says, "What do you think about the curfew in California that's been placed recently?"
Okay, you can go.
All right, I'll go first. So obviously, COVID, it's been going back up on the rise, the pandemic, things like that. I think we're in something like the purple tier. I think that's what it's called. So Governor Gavin Newsom, he's put out the curfew, which is from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And SANKALP and I were actually talking about this, because it obviously also does affect us, since we record 6 o'clock in the morning. So obviously we want to make sure that we are taking the precautions and everything like that. But my thoughts about it is, I guess it's good to kind of limit down the activity so that people aren't going outside and things like that. I just wish they would probably move it from 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. because I know there's people that get home late from work and stuff like that. So maybe if they just switch the time just a little bit, maybe it's 12 p.m. to 5 a.m., then I can see it probably being beneficial better that way. But yeah, I think it's still a good thing to just, make sure that we can at least have some control of the virus spreading around here in California. So, yeah. What do you think?
So, it was actually, I'm just going to be honest with the audience people, it was actually enforced. So, it starts today.
Yeah.
The day we're recording this is the very first day of the curfew.
Yeah. By the time this podcast is coming out, it's probably early December. So
yeah.
But today is November 22nd. Yeah. 22nd.
So happy holidays when you see this. Happy holidays. But yeah, this is the first day of the curfew, and so I drive here to record, and so I was waiting. I had a whole time set, because I usually wake up around 4 for these days.
Yeah.
And I was just waiting. I was I can't leave right now.
Yeah.
Right. Until 5. So then eventually I left around 5:30. But yeah, my thing on the curfew is I don't know how you're going to enforce it.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people are probably also going to protest on it as well.
Yeah. And didn't people actually sheriff people, I'm not sheriff people, but people in the police actually said in the news that they weren't going to enforce it.
Yeah, I don't know
in
about
specific areas.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were hating on Newsom for putting the curfew and stuff.
Just because he did the worst PR thing.
Yeah.
And you made the biggest mistake at the worst possible time to make a mistake.
Yeah.
like to be inside without a mask.
Yeah.
That was sad. Cause I mean he's not that bad, but then
like again, like people
made
like
the wrong
yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, I know. Because people in power, like they have to be a good example for us
Exactly.
to, show us that, hey, masks are important. Socially distancing is important. So, yeah, again.
And kind of fueled the beast. It was a good move.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next question.
Next question.
Let's get it. I'm liking these questions, you guys. Like, keep bringing up these questions. For sure, we're, going to talk about it. So,
yeah, we can do more episodes like this where we answer questions.
For sure. And also, if you guys, like, want to, put your name out there instead of being anonymous, like, we're for sure happy to do that as well. Yeah.
So, next question is, okay. Do you like being Indian? And what thing would you change if you had a choice?
All right. You go first.
Do I like being Indian? I love being Indian.
Same.
Just because it's my culture. Be proud of who you are.
Exactly.
Don't ever not be proud of who you are.
Yes.
Be proud of who
sir.
you are. And if I was to change one thing about being Indian, I guess, it's a good question.
I think we talked about it, like one of the previous ones. Definitely, like, especially when it comes to health and especially what we eat in our community and like what is healthy and what is non-healthy. I think that's for sure something that I would personally change.
Health, yeah. I can see that. And also, I don't know. I mean, there's like a lot of things you can go on
100%.
to. So
also like the backlash on our own community as well, where people are just like, trash talking one another, causing drama. So
yep.
Yeah.
And this is all stuff we've discussed, and I'm glad that you are more interested about it. Thank you for asking that
100%.
question.
Yeah.
So yeah, just health, backlash, and hatred against our own.
Yeah. And I feel like one reason why like a lot of drama pops up, especially in our community, is like, with a lot of TV shows that, Indian drama, Indian movies, there's like so much drama, there's crying, there's like, what is it, like traitors amongst each other and stuff. And I feel like a lot of like, aunties and uncles, like they see it and they think that's reality. But in reality, like it's just a story. Like it's not something that's true.
Star Plus dramas.
Yes. So yeah, I feel like that's one big reason why there's like a lot of drama that gets stirred up, in my opinion.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, those are so funny, bro. Just
yeah, it's funny.
like no, like they're not not for comedic purposes, but like they're funny when you watch them. Right?
Yeah.
There's like all the 30 different angles on one character.
Oh my God.
And there's always the
dramatic music
in the background, the dramatic music. Dude, it's great. Have you seen that one episode where I forgot what show it was, but there was this girl that was washing her husband's laptop, and she like hung it out to dry and everything, like it was clothing. It was great. It was so great. But I don't know. I know people that watch them and they take them seriously, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you should be doing that because that's a lot of drama and a lot of negativity. So if you want to watch them with a light heart.
Yeah.
Actually, we shouldn't be telling people how to watch TV shows. Never mind. Watch however you want.
But you know what's super funny? Like when you're just like saying like how they were washing the laptop.
Yeah.
Even my mom, like a few months ago, like she literally took her iPhone and just started like washing it with a sink and using soap. I think it turned off for like a few good weeks, and then I think it like was having like a green screen, something like that. It just like kept popping, but luckily we were able to like give it to like one of the iPhone shops here, and they were able to fix the screen.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it just like it ruined the display, but at least the phone was still intact. So
well, that's luck.
It's luck, yeah.
That's luck.
But I'm like, why would you wash the phone? Not only just drowning it in water, but also with soap. So yeah, something like
Wow.
that. Yeah. Alrighty.
Next question.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with my questions since I only got 2, but pretty sure you probably got more.
Yeah, so I put this up on my public page too. So that's
I should probably put it on my public page, but
That's fine. We got enough.
True.
What's the best part of being brown?
Ooh. Should I go first? All right. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, when you get to be a person of color, I like, to have that title, you know. People, white people, they got their white privilege. For me, I got my color privilege. Something like that. Let's see. But I feel like the one thing I especially like is definitely our religion. Especially with since we're polytheistic, we believe in many different gods. We also have different festivals. Like we have Diwali, which was recently there.
Just passed last week.
Yeah, just passed. There's Holi, Navaratri. Like there's so many different festivals, and it's just like it's such a fun time to be in as well. So I feel like I really do like that, just being in our religion, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you?
A lot of it's the same. Yeah, I can agree. And
also desi food.
Of course, yeah, desi food. As much as we're like, oh, it's unhealthy and all of that, we still love it. We love it.
It's good to have it sometimes, but not something to have like all the time. But it's good. It's good on occasions.
If you've never had desi food, go out and have desi food.
100%.
And you will see why we love it so much.
Yes.
Because it's so great. It's honestly great.
Yes.
And another thing I like about being brown is a lot of like, maybe it's just family, being with family. Like for me, I really enjoy spending time with the, family members that I really love, right?
Yeah.
And whether it's talking to them on the phone or being there with them in person. Oh my God. But yeah, just being there and spending time with family. And like, we're a very family oriented culture.
Yeah.
Like we value family, and I'm a person that values family and just people who support you. So I would definitely like that part.
Yeah. 100%. Alrighty, next question.
What was your workout routine to lose weight?
All right, well, you go first.
Workout wise, it was a lot of jump rope and weightlifting. I used to do, well, now I do around 60 minutes of cardio.
Yeah.
So 40 minutes of jump rope and 20 minutes of, do you know what the step climber is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do
that's
that.
nice.
And then weights. I do arms, chest, legs. And then my ab workout is so much fun because it hurts a lot.
Wait, do you have like your own bench press at home?
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
That's kind of why. That's honestly a lot of the reason why.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of cardio and a lot of weightlifting.
Yeah. And also another important thing that SANKALP'S was telling me was definitely being on a diet, like having that caloric deficit is for sure very important.
Yeah. That's about, if you're only going to work out, then you're not going to lose the weight.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. Just because I've tried it and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
You have to change up your diet. And you have to be patient. Because we discussed this also.
Yeah.
Patience is very, very important in losing weight. Because if you're not patient, then you're going to lose motivation. You're going to lose that push, that strive.
Because even for me, like, as I said, I recently got like shin splints because I was starting to get back into jump rope. But, for me, like, SANKALP gave me some advice to like take a week off, really just like focus on fixing up my shins by like rolling it out with one of the rollers. And it really did help. So like, I think pretty much, starting like last week, I like start to get back into jump roping. So now I'm kind of like on my whole schedule where I do like 20 to 30 minutes of like just like a full like cardio burn. I do like daily homework exercises since I don't have like any weights. So I do that. And then I just do like, now I start doing like 15, 20 minutes of jump roping. And so, it's starting to help for sure. And now like, I'm being a bit more conscious, especially like with my food and like how much carbs I'm putting, how much vegetables I'm putting, protein, things like that. So definitely starting to get back onto that health grind since now my shin splints are kind of going away.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
And now recently I've kind of stopped doing a lot of build, and I'm trying to do build more muscle and tone.
Yeah.
So now what I do is on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do some cardio and strictly abs, strictly core, not necessarily just abs, but core. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, I do 100 burpees in sets of 10. And then in between those sets of 10, I'll work on my arms and my chest. So you will feel that pain, but it's so worth it. Trust me.
And also, it like working out is really nice because it just like gets your mind off of a lot of stuff that you're going through, like all the stress.
It puts you in a positive place.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you're gonna be in pain. You're gonna be burning.
Yeah.
But you'll be feeling good.
Eventually, you'll love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe not love it, but you'll like it.
Oh, I fall in love with it.
Yeah.
Well, after a point in time, when
Yeah,
you start seeing
100%,
results and you get kind of like addicted.
Yeah, and then you get motivated to
Yeah.
do more.
Yeah, motivated is a better word, not addicted. Yeah. All right, next question.
All right, what's up? What we got?
Why are the Kings such a failure of a franchise? Oh my God. Really?
Oh.
Really? Why, man?
Ooh, you guys don't want to ask that question to Sankalp.
Why, man? Okay, so for all those that don't know, I love the Kings
He's a big Kings fan. 100%.
more than I love a lot of people.
Ooh.
I'm being very honest. I love the Kings so
That's a
much.
statement. That's a statement.
Sacramento Kings are my love. I treat them as my own family. That's why I get disappointed a lot. It hurts to be a Kings fan, but okay. First off, there are a lot of benefits to being a Kings fan. If your significant other is a Kings fan, you're in good hands because you know you're never gonna get cheated on.
Ooh.
They're loyal. We haven't made the
facts,
playoffs in what 12 to 16 years. All right, and we still stuck with that team. That's loyalty.
True.
Date a Kings fan if you don't want it. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. Why are the Kings such a failure of a franchise? We didn't necessarily have the best front office. Just to be very honest, we didn't. Our drafts weren't that good. Our trades weren't even that good. Our coaching staff wasn't the best for a lot of times. We went through a lot. Right? We were going through a very rocky patch. We still are, but yeah. Dude, it hurts to see like in the West, there's all these like stacked teams, especially this season, in the off season. Every team is building up, right? And we're just sitting there.
Yeah, we always just get like the last pick, like not really the best, but
it hurts so much.
Yeah.
But Tyrese Halliburton,
Yep.
looking out for you.
So it's good to stay loyal, 100%. For me, I've grown up watching Michael and Kobe, so for me, Lakers has been my favorite team since day one. Obviously, like whenever I go to the Kings game, like if the Kings are playing a different team, I'm rooting for the Kings for sure. If it's against the Lakers, then I'm neutral to both sides. But yeah, so for me, Lakers has always been my number one since because of him. Yeah, it's emotional talking about Kobe.
Yeah, it's tough.
Bro, we're like already at the end of 2022, and he like passed away just in the beginning of 2020. Yeah, he didn't even know that there's a pandemic going on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
That was. It took a long. Like I'm gonna be honest. I still haven't gotten over it.
yeah, me too. Like, like a part of me just like still feels like he's here.
Yeah, and then like just Kobe was like the player. Like if anyone was to make it out of there, it would be Kobe, right? You've always seen Kobe like he's played with like broken fingers, broken noses.
Yeah,
all that,
the mask, everything.
The
like
mask.
That.
He played with his ACL or his Achilles torn.
Yeah.
Dude, like Kobe was different.
It's the mentality,
he
bro.
was
It's the mentality.
Beast.
Yeah.
And just like to see like he's human, I guess.
Yeah.
I heard someone say this. I think it was one of the NBA people. They're like, just to see that he's human kind of broke everyone.
Yeah.
So I was
100%.
like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm not a bandwagon towards the Lakers. Like, you can ask my parents, my friends. Like, they know that I've been with the Lakers since day one. But yeah, like, again, if the Kings are playing someone else, like, I'm rooting for the Kings, for sure. So yeah, I have love towards the Kings. But Lakers, I just love them. But yeah. But my dad is a huge Kings fan, for sure. So yeah, he's very similar to Sankalp on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
and
loyal.
it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. Like in my senior year, or just last year thing, I was watching almost every single game. Like almost every single game, I would go online and I would watch like live, right? It hurts so much, dude. Oh my God, the pain that I went through. Like it's stressful and painful being a Kings fan, but we still stick
Together.
to the Kings.
Yes.
All right, loyalty is everything. So date a Kings fan if you're worried about getting cheated on, because you're not getting cheated on.
But for once, he's telling you that he's single.
Basically, I'm single, and every other Kings fan that's single, go
for
to
it.
them. Because if we can stick with a team that's been playing so bad, all right, we can stick with anyone. All right?
True.
So shout out to all the Kings fans. You're welcome.
Alrighty. Next question.
Okay.
How many do we have left?
We have a few left, actually.
Alrighty. That's
3 or
good.
4. Why is school so heavily enforced, but so many people that don't go to college make so much more than other people that do? It's a good question.
Yeah.
You can go first.
That's a really good question. I guess it really does help you out, especially kind of like figuring out what to do after high school, pretty much. One thing I really just wish that a lot of schools would do is focus on the business side, like financially, how to be financially stable, working with taxes, things like that. I think that's one thing that I really feel like, middle schools and high schools like need to focus on a lot more, especially on the business side. But other than that, like going to high school, especially, I feel like it really did help me out in college because like high school is like twice as more difficult, I would say, in my opinion, compared to college because they give you a lot more work. You're taking a lot more classes. And then once you get into the college mentality, like you take all the skills that you've learned within high school, like, instead of reading a full book, you can just use Spark Notes, things like that, like how to study smarter pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And it really helps you out for that. So I feel like high school, middle school, it's very important to really do those things before you get into college, since it really does help you out in mentality and how to study and, how to manage your time really.
Yeah, I could see that. And what I would say is, because I definitely agree with that point about how high school makes you more prepared for college.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of like to go back to that specific point of the question of like why it's important to go into higher education, or why is education so heavily enforced when people who haven't gone to college and made it big. Those people who didn't go to college were also different. Like they were very, very
good at what they do.
Good at what they did. Yeah. That's why they made it that big.
Yeah, like Steve Jobs and all the other college dropouts.
Yeah, exactly. They were extremely good at what they did, and they were extremely pushed. Right?
Yeah.
They had a lot of motivation, and they were driven.
Yeah.
So a lot of people always say like, "Oh, Steve Jobs dropped out. All these people dropped out." But you have to realize they were driven so much more than the average individual.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be where they are today.
Yeah. Because their
companies would.
Like it takes a lot of determination to like make your own company, become an entrepreneur, and like obviously, if I want to continue with my YouTube, like in a way, it's being an entrepreneur, like starting your own business,
100%.
like videography, things like that. So it definitely does take that determination to kind of get out of that mindset, like, hey, like I can survive. You want to have that survival mentality because if you're not going to college, like that's, you may not get your major, your minor, whatever it is. So you really have to focus on making sure that you're putting your time where it counts, really. And that's what, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and that's how they made it big. They're like, billionaires and stuff like that. So
you have to be, if you're taking that route, I mean, any route you take, you have to be extremely motivated, extremely driven, and you have to want to be different.
Exactly.
But people that, want to drop out, that's perfectly fine. If you don't want to go to college, that's perfectly fine. It's not required or anything. But just realize that you're going to have to push yourself, and you're going to have to push yourself a lot.
Yeah. So it's possible, but obviously it's always good to have that backup option, as I said earlier. Yeah.
All right. Next question.
That was a good question. Yo, thank you guys for these questions. They're really good. Loving it. What's up? What we got?
We got, seriously, why are you such a cutie?
Oh, that's for you.
I don't know though. They didn't specify. So we'll both just go. We'll just say that Anish is single. Ladies, hit him up on Instagram.
True. I do YouTube. I do videos. I got a lot of hobbies. So just saying.
Exactly. Yeah. Get to know him. He's a great person.
Yeah. And again, like even right now, I'm not like too big on getting into a relationship. Like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So for me, it's not a priority, but I'm always open to it. So yeah, that's what I'll say.
Date Anish. I'm looking into this camera today, and back then I used to look into that one.
Yeah.
That's not even a camera; it was just a monitor. Screen. Yeah. So I used to look there, and I used to be like, "Oh, I'm looking right into the camera." Yeah. No.
And for the people who are listening, it's like super awkward whenever we just like look at the camera. Don't worry, we haven't forgot you guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at you spiritually.
Yes.
All the people that are listening.
Through the mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. All right, next question.
But what about you? We gotta talk about why you're a cutie.
I don't know.
Hey, he's also single. He's loyal. Hey man, being being a Kings fan makes you loyal, all right? So you know he's gonna do well. You know he's gonna do well. Alrighty.
Just basically, why are you such a cute? I don't know how to answer that question. I don't think. Do you know how to answer that question?
No.
No. Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all we can do.
Dope.
Why can't teens get any job they want if they know the information how to do it? Why is there an age requirement to get certified in certain jobs?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I think age requirements are really important in every field. I mean, we have an age requirement for voting. We have an age requirement for.
There's a reason for it, because obviously, like, you know, when we're developing, like our mind also develops, the maturity level develops. So obviously, like the younger you are, the more premature. Like, you know, you may not have the best decisions here and there, but the older you grow, like the more wiser you get to make better decisions. So,
the more experience you get.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, you can go to college at an early age. There's a lot of people that go to college, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So there's options to do stuff early, but you're also just missing out on like the experience. Like if you leave high school early, you're missing out on all those 4 years, right? And those 4 years of high school, trust me, we lost our second semester of senior year.
Yeah.
And we know how, like after we lost it, we realized how much it meant.
Yeah.
Enjoy all of high school because you don't get it back.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Just be grateful for what you have. Really. Yeah. Because literally, like the day when school ended, like no one realized that it was gonna be the last day. Like everyone's like, just a regular Friday.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into the weekend, come back Monday, do work. But yeah, like it was honestly just a shock that school ended and stuff like that. And also one thing. My birthday was the week right after, because my birthday was on March 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of hard for me because I was like, I just want to celebrate my birthday with friends, but yeah, didn't really work out that well.
But you guys at Folsom got like a senior sunset and everything, right?
Yeah, no, we still had that. Some people were socially distancing, some people were not. But yeah, at least like we all came together, really just kind of had our bonding session right there.
That's nice.
Yeah. Did you guys do that or no?
No, we didn't really do anything like that. At least school-wise, I don't think so.
Because, I mean, like, the school doesn't host, like, senior sunsets. It's really just the students.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then, we didn't do anything like that. But, so, shout out to all the people from both Folsom and Mariloma.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the memories in high school. And there's age requirements for everything. And if you're good at a job, you can always improve. That's what I would say. You can always improve whether you're a certain age or not. Even after you reach a certain age, you can always improve in that job.
Yeah.
So why are there age requirements? I think it's just because of just the way it's structured and how as an individual you have to develop a certain point. Your brain's always developing, your body's changing, stuff like that. So take all of those into account, and I guess
And also, it's very similar to the same question that I've gotten through YouTube. Like, people ask me, like, hey, how can I start a YouTube channel? How can I do this? It's not really, like, a matter of how. It's just, like, you just got to start. You really just got to do it. It's the same thing with working out, with exercising. Very similar. Like, it's just not, like, instead of asking that question, like, oh, how should I do this? How should I do that? It's really, like, you guys just need to start it and really have that motivation, have that passion, have that drive to really start it, honestly.
Yeah, but also don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, if you ask someone, like if someone asked you how to start a YouTube channel, obviously you tell them the basic tips and tricks or whatever, but you'd also tell them too, you have to start it yourself.
Yeah, you just have to go out there. Like, I mean, most people nowadays have a smartphone. Like, literally, like even like some of the latest smartphones, they record really, really good videos. So you guys don't need to worry about that quality or anything like that. You can record a really good video out of your smartphone. People have made short films out of their smartphone and it looks really good.
Yeah.
So just saying.
There's always... Oh, have you heard the saying, when there's a will, there's a way? Exactly. There's a will, there's a way.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, next question.
Let's see.
Again, another great question. We love these questions coming in. Should we do like a live podcast? Just like have one live and then we just get like live questions right there?
We could do that eventually.
I feel like that'd be dope.
That would be fun.
Yeah, maybe like an IG private session.
Speaking of IG, so today, if you guys don't know, is a little extra special day when we're going to be taking the people on our Instagram. First off, follow our Instagram if you aren't. Brown_boys_theory on Instagram. and we're just taking people a little behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do right now.
Oh, okay. Let's record a video.
All right. My phone is really slow right now. I'm sorry. Stuff you got to deal with, right?
See, iPhone versus Android. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Are you're Android like hardcore?
Android. Not like hardcore. Like honestly, I don't mind iOS. Like really, but you know, I just feel like Android. Like Apple always like comes out with the features, and they always claim that they did it first, but really Android did it first. So just saying. But yeah,
Right.
but iOS is generally smoother. So yeah.
What is it? Okay,
Alrighty.
so everyone that's watching either on YouTube or listening
Or listening
on
right now.
our audio,
Mhm.
what we're gonna do is we're just gonna record a little video for our Instagram. So you guys are all basically a part of us right now.
Yeah, you
You're
guys are
part of
on our
our-
IG.
Exactly. So
Alrighty.
we're recording. Welcome everyone to Brown Boys Theory. We're actually recording right now.
What's
Look at
good,
the
guys?
faces right there.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Exactly. And we're gonna flip the camera right there. Boom.
Look at you guys.
You guys are looking at yourself right now.
Yeah, you know, we got the mics on. We're talking. We're having a good conversation. So make sure you guys stay tuned and continue to watch us.
Like, comment, or not necessarily even comment, just comment, subscribe. and
Subscribe, follow us on Spotify, iTunes, whatever you guys listen to. We're there, 100%.
Exactly. So this is a little behind the scenes for you guys to enjoy.
Yeah,
We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for following us. And
supporting us. Yeah, peace. Alrighty, that was clean.
that was actually a lot of fun. That was
Yeah.
cool. All right. Next, post this.
What we got next?
Share. So we're done with the questions.
Oh,
portion.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys for your questions.
Yeah.
Those were great. Actually, like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and also if you guys want us to, you know, shout you out, your Instagram, whatever, like
Yeah,
we'll
we
do
can
it
do
too. Yeah, again, we love these questions. They're really nice.
And we love these questions, and we love all of our supporters.
Yeah, what time is it now? It's like 6:40. All right. You want to go into the audio session?
Yeah.
I think we're good. All right, yeah. So for those who have been watching us, thank you so much. We appreciate your guys'
We're
support.
halfway done with
Yeah,
season
halfway done through
one.
season 1. Yeah, and again, if you guys want to be a guest on the podcast, probably in season 2, let us know. Obviously, you can DM either SANKALP or me, or obviously DM our joint Insta, Brown_Boys_Theory. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.